Hello everyone and welcome back if you're returning. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have just found my channel for the very first time, my name is Arlene. I'm a seer. I tap into past, present and future energy. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And right now on this channel you will find spiritual guidance and twin flame guidance. So if you found this channel for any reason at all, just trust you've been guided here. My guides, your guides have got together, had a little chin wag, and they've brought you here for a reason. So hopefully you find the answers you're looking for either way. And I just want to say, I was reading through some emails from you guys over the last couple of days, and I don't always reply to every single email. I do try to send a couple of lines back, but I was crying reading some emails. Honestly, I can't express how grateful I truly am for all the love you send my way in the comments, via email, everything you do for me as a person and this channel. And I'm just so thankful for the blessings and the prayers you all send, but just for I honestly don't see myself as that influential on this platform. So when I read things like, I'm the only spiritual guide you watch, I'm the only person you trust with your twin flame journey, etc., that really means a lot, because I don't see myself that way, and it actually blows my mind that people actually say that and think that about me. So thank you so much. And there's literally thousands of people doing what I do, so it's really high praise and honour indeed the fact that I'm the one that most people who reach out to me are saying I'm the only one you watch now. So that really means a lot. So thank you everyone, and I really appreciate the loyalty and support as well. So let's get into this message now. A couple of songs came through today, and the reason why I'm about to say I feel like I've got a masculine here who is doing their homework, who is learning something, because I heard don't know much about history, don't know much biology, don't know much about science books, don't know much about the French I took, but I do know 1 and 1 is 2. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this could be. And then it goes on. I can't remember the next part. I don't claim to be any student, but I'm trying to be. So I don't know what the song is actually called. It might be Sam Cooke. What a wonderful world it would be, or something like that. But that's the song that came through. So I feel there's someone here who's learning more about spirituality. There may be something you've said to them in the past, or something that they have learned from you. They're now trying to read up on it, trying to figure out more about the spiritual journey, about divine counterparts, about past life soulmates, those kind of things. But they're trying to learn. They're trying to understand more about spirituality and the spiritual world. And I also heard I swear by the sun, I don't know all the words of that, sorry. I'll be there, and I swear, like a shadow, I'm by your side. I just can't remember who sings that song, but it's I Swear, and the Sam Cooke song, I think, What a Wonderful World It Would Be. That's the two songs coming through. So this could be someone who made some sort of promise to you in another lifetime. Maybe this person is now promising you that they're going to, when they return, they're going to be on board with the journey that you're on now. I don't know what this is, but we'll get some cards out. But let's do the opening circle of light. Calling in our heavenly ancestors, our spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout, as I bring forward this message for the twin flame and the divine collective. Please and thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home, and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times, as I bring forward this message for the Twin Flame Collective. Can also request Archangel Michael, whoever watches this message online, You surround them, their loved ones, their home, and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and Spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude. And so it is. Now I'm feeling a bit distracted because I've got Tanzia, my horse guide here. She's connected to the unicorn realm. And she has been my horse in a couple of lifetimes also. And she's here now, so someone could really be connecting with their unicorn guide. That's my dishwasher. Someone could really be connecting with their unicorn guide at this time, or you could have a strong connection to horses or horse spirits. But Tanzia is here, and she always distracts me because she comes in and she's so loving and so playful. So I'm going to try not be distracted by her because I just want to spend lots of time connecting to her, but let's do this. So I set the intention with this message to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing and blessings to every single person who connects with this video. And may you feel the love and the healing and the blessings that come through with it, channeled straight through the cosmic heart of Venus. And so it is. Sorry, I forgot my dishwasher was still on. I'll put it off if it starts to become annoying. Sorry about that. Now earlier, just as the sun was going down, the sun hit me and I closed my eyes and I just saw all these beautiful light codes coming through. So it's really important right now that as soon as you can get a little ray of sun, whether it's through glass like what happened to me tonight. I was also at a big long walk earlier. Just get out in the sun as much as you can and get those light codes and get those rays from the sun, because they're so important right now. So I'm going to be pulling a message from Mary Magdalene's deck at the end. I don't know why I've been told to get the cards I have tonight, but I always just do as I'm guided to do. So I'm going to get an angel message first of all and see what the overall angel guidance is that's coming through for this message. And I do feel whoever this person is, there is a really strong connection to the angelic realm, very much protected by the angels, but also earth angel energy as well. Someone who has definitely spent some time in the angelic realm, who finds it easy to connect to the angels. You find it easy to connect through that frequency. So that's definitely what I feel coming through. Now I'm guided to share with you angel of enlightenment when I stop shuffling. I'm guided to share with you also, I feel this is a message for everyone who feels enlightened right now. I had this vision where it was so strange because I was like on a hilltop and I looked out and I could see all this beautiful greenery and forest, and there was a rainbow in the distance. And coming off the hilltop was like a grid. Now you couldn't, I guess to any other person you couldn't see it. Like if people were walking on the ground, for example, through the trees in the forest, you looked up, you couldn't see it. But where I was on the higher point, on this really, really high hill point, I could see this grid and I could walk out from the hill and walk as if I was walking in air. Like I was literally walking through the sky towards the rainbow. And I was walking on this grid and it just looked like sacred geometry, like a sacred geometry grid, you know, like made up of tile. Like there was lots of little hexagons with little kind of dots in between. So that kind of idea, you get the picture, that sort of sacred geometry look. And I was walking over this grid. And every time my foot, and it was almost like I could only really see it when my foot hit it. So when my foot went onto the grid, I could see the grid underneath my feet. And down below me was the forest and all the roads and streams and stuff below me. And I was just walking through the air towards the rainbow. So I feel this is just very symbolic for those of you who have ascended, who now understand more about your journey. It's almost like you're seeing things from a much higher perspective, and you know that you're seeing things from a much higher, clearer perspective, and you know that there's so much more going on up there in the skies and in the heavens than what actually meets the eye, or meets the eyes if you've got two. Now I'm also seeing an owl, so I'm seeing like a beautiful barn owl. So white barn owls could be significant. You could be seeing a lot of owls lately, or you could really feel a strong connection to owls. And owls, of course, great wisdom, or supposedly meant to have great wisdom. But as I found out when I went to, I love going to these Bird of Prey show, and the last one I went to, they were explaining that owls, they're only associated with wisdom because of Goddess Athena, because Goddess Athena used the owl as her eyes, and she would send the owl up, and the owl would watch what was going on, then come back and land on her shoulder again. So Goddess Athena used owls as her like eyes in the sky sometimes. But because Athena is the goddess of great wisdom, the owl was known as being very wise as well. So that is where the owls get their wisdom reputation from. But actually it says the owl's eyes take up something like 70% of their head. So their head is mostly made up of eyeball. But they are intelligent, but they're just not as wise as what people make them out to be. But I thought that was funny, because you always think of the owls being really wise. But anyway, someone can have a really strong connection to owls. And I'm also seeing flamingos. So somebody could be seeing a lot of flamingos, or you could be seeing a lot of flamingo references. So I'm seeing like in complete darkness, then suddenly a light comes on, like a torch or something, and lights a path. So almost like someone has been unsure of what to do or which way to go, and then suddenly a light comes on, and they now know exactly what they're supposed to do, and they now know exactly where they're going. So let me get a message here. Can I get overall energy from the angels for this message, please, and thank you. Excuse me, burp's coming through already. Excuse me. The angels of clear sentience. Now, clear sentience, for those of you that don't know, is you're able to feel energy. You're able to feel the energy around you. You feel energetically stuff going on around you. So like you feel like cold energy, you feel that spirit. You can feel energy. That's the best way to describe it. So whoever I'm connecting to here, you really have you have a clear sentience gift where you can actually sense energy. And not just that, you can walk into a room, and this is also makes you highly sensitive. Like you can walk into a room full of people and immediately pick up if there's anger in the room or something off about the energy of a room. So you can connect very easily to spirit. You feel spirit around you. You might feel lots of taps in your head and on your shoulders and on your face, like what happens to me when I'm trying to sleep at night and I feel lots of hands tapping my face. But also you're very sensitive to energy. So something about someone having a clear sentient gift coming through. Angel of clear cognizance. Now, people always laugh at me when I talk about this. The clear cognizance for me is a gift of you just know SHIT, but you just don't know how. So when you say to someone, you tell someone and they go, how did you know that was going to happen? And you go, I just knew. Or, you say, I'm not going to go that way because I bet there's going to be a traffic jam that way. So I'm going to take the long way round and I'll still get there quicker than you will going that way. And then they get stuck in a traffic jam for an hour and they'll say, how did you know to go the other way around? And you're like, I don't know. I just sensed it. That is your clear cognizance. So whoever I'm connecting to here, the angels are letting you know that you do have a powerful intuitive gift. You are very sensitive to energy, and maybe as a child, I used to get told as a child I was too sensitive. I cried too much. You cry for the least little thing, Arlene. And I get told I was too sensitive, I cried too much. Thank you, dishwasher. And then as I got older, I was told you're being too much of a doormat, you let people walk all over you, and I get told all these things. And it's because I was really sensitive to energy, and as a child, many of you know who've been watching my channel for a while, from an early age, I was seeing spirit, I was seeing orbs, I was connecting with angels, but it was frightening. And I was told I was too sensitive and things like that, which made me kind of recoil a bit from social gatherings and things. So whoever I'm connecting to here, you could be very similar. You could have been told you were too sensitive and stop being whiny and stuff like that. It's because you were very sensitive to energy, and also you just had a knowing that you can never explain it, but now you do. Now you can explain it. And I'm not surprised the angel of nature came through, because I'm picking up so many animals. Obviously Tanzia, my horse spirit, came through, and then the owl and the flamingos and things. So you're someone who has a very, very strong connection to nature and spirit, very much earth angel energy, you and your masculine here. An angel of the animal realm, wow, on the bottom of the deck. So whoever I'm picking up on here, you and your masculine have definitely a really strong connection to nature. You might find birds just follow you, you know, like you can be out walking and you'll have like the same pigeon just flying and landing in front of you. And you know, so animals, dogs want to cross the street to speak to you, cats just show up out of nowhere and start going round your legs. You have a really strong connection to animals, and the animal kingdom. And you equally love and adore animals. So that's definitely what's coming through. And I just split the deck on guardian angel. So you have powerful protection around you. And you could be seeing a lot of 444, you could be seeing a lot of white feathers, but there's definitely a strong guardian angel around you. Now this could be a loved one in spirit, you know, a great grandparent, parents, but you definitely have a really powerful guardian around you, you and this masculine here. So let me, I'm going to use this oracle deck for a little change, just because I was up looking at I was standing in front of my card library tonight, and I was going, what cards do you want me to use? Because I feel like I always tend to use the same ones. And I thought I'm just going to let my guides guide me to the cards they want to use. And this is the cards they wanted me to use. So I'm hearing a song by Journey. And so I come to you with open arms. I think it's Journey. Open arms. And so I come to you with open arms. So this person's been learning a thing or two about their spiritual gifts, about spirituality. Very strong connection to nature, very strong animal connection, and also there is a strong gift here of empath, sensitive, being able to work with energy very easily, and also you just have an intuition, an inner knowing that you can't explain it. So if this sounds like you and your masculine, so I'll get more details in a moment when I get to the tarot, but let me get overall energy here for the love coming through for you and this person. There's a lot of songs coming through tonight. I'm sorry, I'm getting taps on my head just as I'm talking about the oh, hello. Just as I was talking about the clear sentience, I'm getting taps on my head. So who just came in there? We had a very powerful energy come in there. Yeshua. And the card of forgiveness. And there's no more powerful energy than Jesus or Yeshua, whatever you prefer to say, that taught us all about forgiveness. And it's so strange because I'm about to pull a card from Mary Magdalene's deck, so whoever the masculine is here, they're working with Lord Jesus, with Yeshua. They're working with them, they're connecting with them, they're learning more about their gifts, they're learning more about their gifts, their healing abilities. And of course, Yeshua pulled on his healing abilities through nature. You hear that Yeshua used to touch the ground and take a deep breath before he performed a healing, and it's because he drew a lot of his energy from Mother Earth and nature. So someone here is definitely working with Yeshua, with Jesus. But the forgiveness card came out. So there's definitely, and the soulmate energy on the bottom with the swans. So this person needs your forgiveness for something. They understand so much more now about love, about mission. Yeah, look at that. The distorted masculine and spiritual maturity. So this person in the past was this distorted masculine energy. Now this is a masculine who's unawakened, who does not understand anything about this. So their intuition's completely closed off. Their feeling of the energy around them is completely closed off. They have no connection towards the divine at all. Everything is distorted. They come through as karmic. And for many, your soulmate and your twin flame can become very karmic when they're refusing to open up to their intuition. And it's because they start building up more karma for themselves, even if they've only got a small amount to pay off in this lifetime. If they're continuing to block their own intuition and not listen to their divine guidance and not come from a place of love, then they will keep on connecting more to building up more karma for themselves. So this person, and if you look at that spiritual maturity, now I was just talking about how I had the vision of being up high here and walking across a hidden grid, like almost like in the sky. And so I was feeling like someone is seeing things from a much higher perspective. And it's this masculine here who's definitely been very shut down, very closed off, very blinkered to reality around them. And maybe that's why this person wants some forgiveness. They're now spiritually mature. And that's why I feel I don't know much about history. I don't claim to be any student, but I'm trying to be. This is someone who's connecting to Yeshua. Yeah. Tell me a bit more about this energy, please. Resolving conflict. And I love this card in a sense, because if you look, they've got a heart-to-heart connection. And although there's a gap between them, they're not physically hugging, they're not physically reaching out to embrace each other at this moment, but there is healing happening between their hearts. There's something healing here energetically. And if you look at the bucket here on the ground and see it says love, and there's a flame burning here. So the flame of love has never went out. The flame of love still burns brightly. But there's definitely been something, if you look, I was talking about at the start about someone with sensitive, empathic abilities, and look at that stone says there, empathy. Love, the flame still burns brightly of love. And there is healing taking place here. This is a masculine almost like hiding away. Hiding away in their little den here, hiding away from the world. And if you look, there's a feminine energy here who's sending love straight from her heart to his. So there's definitely something, something is healing here, and you're teaching this person things also about love, about their divinity. Yeah. Wow, yin and yang. And if you look, it's a masculine and feminine hand here, a male and female hand, and you both are cradling this perfectly balanced connection where you're both a mixture of each other. I mean, the shadow has the light and the light has the shadow. And it's a beautiful balance of both. And if you look at the feathers on here as well. So this is a connection that Spirit is really working on right now. And you could be getting a lot of signs and synchronicities, angel numbers, feathers. And I just feel you're learning something. Divine Masculine here is learning something. They're working with Jesus. They're learning. But there is something about forgiveness here. So I want to find out a bit more about that, but let me see. But something about forgiveness and resolving the conflict here. And maybe this person feels like you're going to struggle to forgive them. But the soulmate card came out. But transformation is possible. Transformation is always possible. You know, and I do think this person has maybe been lacking in confidence. Yes, see? Just what I said, the worthiness card. This person, I feel, has been lacking in confidence because of their actions in the past. And maybe this person has felt like, I'm not going to say they did you dirty, because that sounds a bit heavy-handed, but they definitely, I don't think they appreciated the love you had to give. So you could have been someone who's really genuinely open with your love and open-heartedness and really sensitive and really gentle person. Like, as I say, someone who really attracts in nature. And maybe this person didn't get it at first. They were just like, oh, it's just animals. Why are you so, you know, why are you so fussy over animals? They're just animals. And now this person's now going, oh, they're not just animals. We're all connected. We are, it's like a oneness. We are connected to nature. We're connected to everything. Every raindrop, every ray of sun. Our soul is connected to everything, all that is, all around us. And this person is finally learning that. And they do want some sort of forgiveness from you now, because I feel this person didn't know and they had a lot to learn. They didn't fully understand the way things work, and even if you try to tell this person, they just didn't really comprehend. So I'm going to pull a message from Mary Magdalene's deck in a moment. And we're just going to keep connecting to Yeshua in this moment. Because he's definitely here as a mentor to this masculine. So let's see. Let's see what this masculine wants to connect through. I'm trying to be an A student, baby. I just feel that. And maybe by being an A student, baby, you will find you will give your love to me. So this person is learning. They're doing their best to listen now to their intuition. They're doing their best to connect with the divine and the angels and really tap into their gifts, because they want you to see a different side to them. So the Two of Wands. So this person's definitely planning something here now. I do feel some distance with the Chariot. There's some distance here. Doesn't have to be a huge distance. It can be another country. But isn't that so strange? I was picking up on like walking across a grid in the middle of the air and seeing things from a much higher perspective. And this is exactly what this card makes me think of. It's like the bridge has been made available to cross over. So in my vision, I was walking across an invisible bridge towards a rainbow. I just realised Archangel Metatron has given me that vision for a reason. He's like, finally she gets it. It's only taken her a couple of hours. Rainbow Bridge is open. So this is someone who is overcoming, their fear of, yes, oh my goodness, see? Spiritual awakening and seeing things from a higher perspective. So this is someone who could really have had, now it could have been to do with their upbringing. I'm just feeling this is someone who was very closed off to spirituality. They did not believe in the fact that there's other life on other planets and star constellations. They didn't believe in past lives. They didn't believe in divine guidance. They didn't believe that we are connected to the angels every single day. The angels are always guiding us through numbers, through colours, everything. And angels even use people to give you messages. And that you can meet someone at a bus stop and they'll just start talking to you about something and you'll go, oh. And then that plants a little seed there, and it's because the angels have used someone else to give you a message. And this person's finally getting it. I'm becoming an A student. And they've got the best teacher in Jesus. They've got the best teacher in Yeshua. So, and Mary Magdalene could also be working with this masculine or group of masculines here. But this person finally sees things. A bit like me there, I finally got what the vision that Archangel Michael was showing me earlier. I'm like, oh, it was the rainbow bridge. it was a thing that went over towards the rainbow. Ah, the rainbow bridge. So I finally get it. Thank you, Archangel Michael. I'm sorry it took me so long. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I just had an epiphany moment myself, live on camera. So the Eight of Swords. Yeah, see, this person has been avoiding looking at themselves in the mirror, avoiding looking at their true self, because maybe this person had family or an upbringing who made them close off to their spiritual side, not to believe in the angels, not to believe in stuff like that. Sorry, angels. But the Two of Cups. So this person now believes in divine love connections as well. There's something. They could be having dreams of you. They could be seeing your name in the most weird ways. Like, a car could drive past and they could see your initials on a registration plate. Or maybe they're in Starbucks and somebody shouts your name to come and pick up their coffee and they're looking around thinking it's you. Things like that. Or maybe that's happened to you. And there are other coffee shops. I just said the first one that came into my mind. So, wow, look at this. Now, usually with this card, I pick up courage and strength. But I feel more, you've tamed the beast. You've tamed the beast. As soon as I saw that card, I felt it saying you've tamed the beast, or you've taught this person how to be calm and actually listen. Because this person could have been quite prideful, very arrogant in their beliefs. And I feel they've learned something and they're going to amaze you. They're going to amaze you. Tell me who this person is. Tell me who this person is. Seven of Cups. Someone who's finally seeing through the illusions. Someone who's finally seeing things clearly. Two of Pentacles. This person is very balanced now. This person is finally finding some sort of balance and I'm hearing humility. This person is finding humility. They're seeing the grace and beauty in everything around them, especially in nature. This is beautiful. Oh, yeah, look. King of Cups. This is someone who's very much intuitive, psychic abilities, highly intuitive, but also very much open to their emotions now. They've learned something. So the Five of Wands, they've learned something amid chaos, that's for sure. Ten of Cups, okay. So that definitely confirmed what I was feeling, and the Hermit at the bottom. So this person has definitely been in Hermit mode, Dark Night of the Soul, learning, connecting with the divine. And anyone who's in Hermit mode is like the sweat lodge. If you've ever heard of a sweat lodge, that's what they used to do, like in tribes and stuff like that. The men would go into the cave, they'd shut the cave, they'd lock them into this dark cave, which was meant to resemble the womb of the mother earth, going into the womb of Mother Earth, and they would stay in there because they feel like that's where all the wisdom came from. When you're in the womb, you're kind of connecting through that motherly energy, which is like that motherly frequency it's divine. The mother frequency is earth. It's all that beautiful universal motherly energy. So the womb is where it's said you feel the most nurtured, you feel the most love, your soul is its most purest form. But it's also where you connect with the most guidance and see the most light in the situation. And remember at the start I saw a path, and suddenly a torch went on and they saw the path ahead. So I feel like with the 10 of Cups and the Chaos card here, not the Chaos card, the 5 of Wands, I just consider it with the word chaos when I see 5 of Wands. I just get chaotic energy, restless, chaotic, argumentative, conflict. And remember, you got the resolving conflict card. So a family could have caused a lot of conflict here for you and this person, like family interference and things like that. But also this person could just have been raised to focus purely on the religious side of things as opposed to the spiritual. When everyone knows that religion and spirituality are one and the same thing, it's just we've been led to believe that our spiritual side, we can't have a spiritual side if we have a religious side. And actually, I for one love being inside a church. I love being inside a church. It's so sacred, it's so beautiful. The stained glass windows, the fact that everyone sings beautiful hymns together, we're all singing literally off the same hymn sheet. I love the energy of being in a church. It's such a sacred space. But sadly, religion has become very divisive, and it's made people feel like you're not connecting to God unless you're part of a religion. And that is where all the gatekeeping has come in, because you know what I'm going to say. Every single one of us has church right here within our heart. You can be sitting on a rock by the seaside and connect to God. You can be out cycling on your bike and be connected to God. Doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. If you could be sitting on your lunch break in the staff room, drinking a cup of tea, and you're still connected to God. The heart is where your church is. This is the church. And yes, Jesus, Mary Magdalene, churches were such sacred spaces for them, but not to teach the kind of stuff that we've been used to getting taught in churches, but to teach people all about the main Christ consciousness, which is unconditional love, forgiveness, nature, healing, compassion, kindness. Those were the teachings that Yeshua wanted to come through in churches, and non-judgment. And the saddest part is that a lot of religion nowadays is based upon judging others for not being religious, which is ironic. And please don't think I'm having a go at churches or religion or anything like that, because I do love churches. I love the whole idea of churches. But when you actually connect with God through spiritual eyes, not just with your religious mindset, it opens up to a whole new connection, a whole new divine connection, a much deeper connection with heaven and source and God. So I do feel this person has been raised to be very conflicted in their mind, but also I feel this person was very conflicted about what was going to make them happy in the future, because this person definitely saw a life with you, but they were very conflicted because you were very different backgrounds. So give me a couple more. Tell me a few more cards about this to give me a bit more insight into this person, please, and thank you. Well, there we go. Knight of Wands and the Chariot. Now, this person could be a slightly younger fire sign or slightly older fire sign than you, or you're a slightly younger fire sign to them. And I don't know why I'm saying that, because it's not necessarily true with the Page and Knight of Wands, but it can be that your person is a fire sign, but they could also be a Cancerian. But I told you that I was feeling the Chariot. So this person, I feel, is making plans to come towards you here, travel towards you in some way. They're making plans to reach out to you, come towards you in some situation. Because the Page of Wands is someone who's motivated and ready to make some sort of plan. So, oh my goodness, yeah. So the Knight of Swords just flew out the deck so quickly now. The Knight of Swords is a fast-moving energy. You could be dealing with a slightly younger air sign, but they're heading towards you here. And the Knight of Cups in the bottom. So tell me what this person is planning now. To ask for forgiveness. Okay. I was telling you I got Earth Angel energy from this person. Now, if you look at this Magician card, there's all these butterflies and nature all around. And the Magician card is someone who has got everything in place to achieve whatever they want to achieve, to manifest anything they're ready to manifest. And I feel there's a beautiful balance here with that yin-yang energy and the sun and moon. This is balance, this is alchemical union within. And there we go, the King of Swords. So this person is ready to communicate with you. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune for me is sudden changes, something suddenly moving now. 8 of Pentacles, with someone who wants to put effort in. But the Wheel of Fortune is also about destiny and about the destined path. Wow. 10 of Pentacles and 4 of Wands. So that destined path is opened up. And I feel it was blocked off until this person actually started listening to their intuition. 9 of Wands. Someone who's tired running. They just want to move to a much more peaceful place in their life. And they miss you. As simple as that. I miss you. I miss you. The Lovers. And Judgment. Yeah. Something is about to change here. And the Moon. And the 6 of Cups. An emotional reunion about to come in here. Now, I told you this person's missing you, and that's the 6 of Cups. Split the deck on the 9 of Cups. And the Empress right behind that. And on the bottom of the deck, the 6 of Wands. So, I do think you know this person's coming back. You just didn't know when. And you knew this person wasn't willing to see your side of things when it came to spirituality and divine connections. But part of you also knew that it's only a matter of time before this person comes back and understands just how deep and how powerful this love is. And I feel it's definitely happening. But I do feel like you have, and I don't like saying tame the beast, because for me the lion is not the beast. A lion is the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful animals on earth. And I love watching videos of lions. I do it all the time. I mean, I'm a typical Leo for a start. But I've always had a really strong connection to lions, even as a little kid. There was something about looking into the face of a lion that just brought me to tears. Something so majestic and so beautiful. And 2 of Cups. A time for celebration, and the star right behind that. So, yeah, this is an interesting message tonight because I definitely feel strong energy coming through Yeshua, Mary Magdalene. Mother Mary's always here with me, but whenever Yeshua is here, it always makes me feel that little bit more grounded. When I've got Mother Mary's energy and Yeshua here, it always makes me feel really grounded and really calm inside. And obviously I've got my beautiful Tanzia unicorn with me as well. Okay, so let's get a message from Mary Magdalene's deck. Now, I do apologise, I'm looking for glasses that are a bit stronger. These ones are not the most attractive glasses. I look a bit like Michael Caine or possibly Austin Powers. I won't do any impersonations because my kids are bored of them now. But, so I do apologise, but they are my slightly stronger ones. See, they're really bad. And my daughter says I look like someone from the Minions. I can't remember who she said, Vector or something from the Minions. So yeah, I've had it all. I've had Austin Powers, I've had Michael Caine. Who else have I had? Oh, I think there's Edna from The Incredibles. I'm sure I've had that as well at some point. But if nothing else, I give you all a laugh. So that's good. And I'm nothing if not able to laugh at myself. So, and I do very much laugh at myself every day. Some of the things I come away with, sometimes I just burst out laughing at myself. Anyway. So let me get a message from beautiful Mary Magdalene's deck here to close out this message for the twin flames. Now, I thought this was going to be a shorter message. It turned out to be just the same length. I just don't know how I do it. Okay. Which message would you like me to read from Mary Magdalene's Oracle to close out, please, and thank you. And I just close my eyes because it makes me connect to the deck a bit easier until they tell me to stop. Okay, oh, this is the hard part because if they're stuck together, I'm never sure if I'm getting the right one. Okay. True love. All exists through love. And on the bottom of the deck, remembering. I know exactly who I am now. I've been learning. I'm an A student. So let's read the true love card. Thank you so much. Let's get this. Okay. It is important to know that love laced with lack and ego is nothing ever to be ashamed. Is nothing ever to be ashamed of. Repeat this statement several times if needed. The whole point of being here is to be fully human. This means we will fall in love with the wrong people. This means we will be too terrified to love the right people sometimes. We will do all the wrong things, and this is what's meant to happen. It's brave to break your heart wide open, and it's brave to dare to love, especially when you have broke your heart wide open. It's only in our messy, mixed up and wildly imperfect attempts of loving that we can practice expanding our capacity to love more. We try and fall and try again to love and be loved. I don't know why I'm getting really emotional for. And in that effort over time and with mercy, we begin to let love reach within us where it has never been before. We begin to forgive ourselves and others for things they have done or they have judged to be unforgivable about us. We begin to see that love is an energetic exchange, a beautiful divine flow, and that miraculously, somehow, the more we give, the more we receive back in return. And we begin to see that this may be the whole point of being here. Feeling all the possible love we could feel, and without any control or contriving, we just give it all away. Knowing as we do, trusting even that this inner source of love that we are giving from is actually inexhaustible, and therefore something to be generous with always. The Gospel of Philip says, the companion co-names of the son is Miriam of Magdala. The teacher loved her more than all the disciples. He often kissed her on the mouth. Now this is the Gospel of Philip talking about how Jesus would kiss Miriam of Magdala, Mary Magdalene, on the mouth because they had a true love connection. And it's so important that people understand that Mary Magdalene's been definitely been not really shown to have such just the impact and the connection she had with Jesus. So I love that statement from the Gospel of Philip. If we take this scripture to heart, we realise that Mary and Christ were spiritual partners, companions and lovers. We realise that the love between them was meant to be a teaching on the power and possibility of true human love. The Gospel of Philip also says, love reprises nothing and takes nothing. It is the highest and vastest freedom, and all exists through love. This is the form of love I believe Christ and Mary shared. A love that is more than love. A love that is the highest and vastest freedom. A love that makes all things possible. Wow. Beautiful. And it really has been a special reading for so many feelings that's come through for this message. It's been beautiful and really a really nice reading with so many beautiful divine energies here. So I'll take off my hideous glasses now. So let's close out in prayer, and I send love and blessings to you all. God bless you, your home, your family and your pets, and God bless your union to come in with your special person very, very soon. And I also send you all so much healing and love. And anyone who's needing that extra bit of love and light in their life right now, or if you're feeling a bit low or sad, or you have any aches and pains in your body, I send you love and healing now. And may the pain leave your body in this moment. With much love always. Dearest everlasting Father, thank you for this time we've spent together today, and thank you for all you do for us. As we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, bless all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. Take care, everyone, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Namaste.